Yo, the stock market is at record highs. Let's continue to read the charts and see how we can continue to protect our money as well as make some. Let's go. It's Stocks and Hip Hop. Yo, thank you for coming back to the channel. I appreciate it. The market is at record highs. Is this a good time for you to get in? Let me give you my thumbs up or thumbs down. Stick around to the end of the video and I will show you if this is a good entry or a bad entry for the market. This is Stocks and Hip Hop. I am solving the problem that you have right now with reading charts. We're going to make it fun, number one, and number two, we are going to learn the easy way to do it. I am Dwayne. I've been reading charts for almost 20 years now. I am a professional at this now, and I want to show you how I do this every single week. This is a series. Make sure you check back each week to learn how to do this in real time. The problem that I faced was that every piece of information that I was looking for was all based upon past data. Everything's always good when you look back at it and you could have done something differently. However, it's difficult when you are looking at it in real time. So let's fix that. Let's do this every single week. Join me each time. Make sure you hit that subscribe and we are going to learn together. But on top of that, what we do here is we make sure we have fun, and I mix it with hip hop. And each week we feature a artist with the hip hop lyric. And this week's hip hop lyric comes from one of my favorites from the Wu-Tang Clan, Ghostface Killer off Supreme Clientele. He hit on the track Mighty Healthy. All right. And if you go back and you go check that out, you will hear this lyric right here. Checkmate. Props like the microchips founder. Neck to neck stocks with Bill Gates now. You know what I'm talking about. Make sure you hit that up and let me know how you know about Mighty Healthy. All right. So let's go ahead and check out what's going on with the market right now. S&P closed at $4,890.97. And we talked about how this pattern that we have always talked about, the cup and handle. All right. That cup and handle right there. Beautiful. We talked about this handle and how it would likely continue to move forward because of this pattern. So, yo, where we at right now? We closed at $4,890.97. Record high is $4,906.69. So where can we go from here? Let's get our price targets. First, let's click that zoom in button so we get a little bit deeper into detail here. All right, there's a closer look at what that cup and handle is. We are in the handle part and we are off to the races, and we close near those highs. And you know, every time we talk about this, family, close near the record highs, chances of continuation are pretty good. So right now I'm looking for the upside target of retesting around this high. So that 4,900 area is where we are likely going to test out if the market wants to hold where it's at. So 4,900 is the upside target. We always have our two price targets. Downside target is if this does fail, we come back to around this 4,800 area. You can see that we broke out above 2 weeks ago and we held that level for a while. So should be the new support if we do end up failing. So upside target right now is 4,900. Downside target is 4,800. Let's move along here to what IWM has to offer. Let's see. Let's get that going. IWM closed at 195.98. 195.98 is where we closed at, and you can see this has been very range bound. We've talked about this multiple times throughout the entire year last year as well as the beginning of this year. We've hit resistance before around this same area at 200. What we talked about last week is that how we would love for the market to hold itself above that 190 area and move back to around a 200. Did we do that? Yes, we did. We hit around that 190 and then we made a rebound and moved up, face resistance at 200. So where can we go from here? Let's get our two price targets. This is how we do it, family. Every single week we look for our two price targets because we never know where the market is going to go. We only know that the market is going to move. So we need to know how to prepare for either way. Upside target right now is, yes, 200. This is where we fell from before. You can see we had that shooting star. We had the large move lower, indecision, another indecisive candle, but we held on a bullish note with that hammer candle. And this week featured yet another shooting star. But will we continue? So price target right now is 200 for the upside. Downside target is another retest around 190. This is where we fell and rebounded before. Coming back here, we have to hold up that 190 area. If we don't hold that 190 area, then things can move lower. But right now, things are looking pretty good for a move back to the upside to retest around that 200 area. That's where I'm looking at things to go. All right, so it's IWM. Let's move along to what we got going on for the Dow. Dow closed at $38,109.43, and we can see that we've had somewhat of a cup and handle here. And then we have moved higher and we closed near those record highs. Let's zoom in closer. And we see we are at those highs. And yes, family, yes, continue to beat the drum. Anytime you see closes near record highs, or anytime you see closes near the high, chances of continuation are good. And we've had that consistency going. So where can we go from here? We are at our record high. So naturally, when you have a record high, you want to retest around that record high to see if you have the strength. So our upside target is, yes, the record high. We want to see if we get back to around this 38,200 area. We can see we're hanging pretty close there now. We want to continue to move higher and retest around that area. So the upside target right now is 38,200 area. Downside target is where we had support at before, which we can identify at this candle and this candle. The two instances we have here were around that 37,000 area. So because we touched near that area, this is where our current support is going to be. And this is where we want to retest if we move lower. So upside target is the record high, around that 38,200 area. Downside target is that 37,000 area. And lastly, the NASDAQ. Why is this happening to me? There we go. NASDAQ closed at 17,421 even. Well, pretty much a penny. We'll put it to the penny because of the 0.0092. That's pretty much a penny right there. You can see a beautiful cup and handle right there that developed. We talked about this before. There's the handle, here's the cup, and we have continuation going on right now. Let's zoom in closer and we can see that same cup and handle just a little bit more in detail, and we can see that the record high has been hit, 17,665.26, and we are at almost about $200 off from there. So where can we go from here? Let's get our two price targets, family. Upside target right now is, yes, record high. We want to see a retest around that record high, which is around that 17,600 area. So upside target is 17,600. Downside target is we want to look to see where did we have the most recent support at. And we can see the prior two candles here have tested around the 16,500 area. So this is where we are going to look for support at if the market does slip. So 16,500 is where our downside target. So let's wrap things up here. We have all four of our indexes all closing near record highs, and we have always pounded the drum here that anytime you have a close towards the highs, chances of continuation are good. And we've had those signals to the upside for some time now, and nothing has changed. So we're looking to see that the market continue its upbeat move. We have the S&P looking to get back to around that 4,900 area. IWM looking to retest around 200. We have the Dow looking to test around that 38,000 area. And we have the NASDAQ right now getting ready to test around that 17,600 area. And this is what we're looking for the bullish case. So do we have a thumbs up or a thumbs down? This is, to me, still a thumbs up. Last week was a thumbs up. This is still a thumbs up. And the reason why I am basing this on technicals. We do technical analysis every single week, and we do not want to have technical analysis paralysis. We want to be able to execute anytime we see the signal. We've got our cup and handle in play, and we've got our close above the neckline, and that is technically the buy entry for any time you have this pattern develop. So yes, we still have a thumbs up for what we are looking for to enter into the market. So yo, how did your weekend go? Make sure you put that in a comment. We have our conversations about how the weekend went. We also talk about hip hop. So let me know what you're listening to as far as the hip hop. Remember, go back, check out that Mighty Healthy Supreme Clientele all around has just always been a classic album. I knew that for the very first minute that I heard this album, that it was going to be standing the test of time, and it is still stood the test of time. I love this album. I can listen to it over and over again. If you haven't heard it in a while, do so right after this. All right. Health is wealth. Take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself. Mind, body, and spirit. All of these things matter. Financials are good. We talk about money. I love to talk about it to help people learn more about it, learn about the stock market, but ultimately your health means the most. So take care of yourself out here. Get your exercise, drink your water, and spend time with people that you love. All right. Enjoy yourself this weekend. I will catch you next time. We'll have a great conversation. All right. Peace.